video of the Deep Cut Orchid Society. They're doing classes, there's vendors around, and lots of display areas. This is from the Greater Westchester Orchid Society. And they have a lot of dendrobiums in here, Phalaenopsis. And over here is Manhattan Orchid Society. It's been around for a long time. I was associated with this at the beginning of it, but I no longer live there or in New York City. So they have a nice little display here with some nice jewel orchid here, and some dendrobiums and some Cattleya type hybrids, pretty colors. Over here we see a display from, this is Lehigh Valley. So some of these are definitely greenhouse grown. There's a big hybrid there of probably a Phaeus type. So there is Phaeus, Dawn, Rosenberry, Tropical, Ice. And we have Cattleya type hybrids. Banco Stylus, that's a hybrid blue one. They have some of the smaller guys in terrariums like Dracula's. Those are not easy to keep happy without cool conditions. Cute little terrestrial here with little green flowers, white and green flowers. So Pontivia, no, Cyclopagon lilianus. Nice foliage there. And some little minis here, nice Masdevallia. And a cute little dendrobium penguinum. And an odd, I guess this is a hybrid or weird form of Anguicum sesquipedale, or a hybrid thereof. I'm trying to find the label on it. But what's weird is it has three nectar spurs instead of one.
I'm just short.
So yeah, and there's a dendrochilum there, which are always like very nicely symmetrical. And over here we have another display with little hearts on it. Kind of cute. And there's another dendrochilum Wenzelii, red one, comes in yellow too. And this little Coesia hybrid is kind of interesting. And a little mini Lycasia hybrid, probably called Pixie. There's a Brassivola, or some hybrid thereof. Dendrobium, and jewel orchids, and minis over here, Cattleyas, and Arceum Twinkle, and one of its many color forms. So this one's white with yellow crest. And there's a lot more in here. We'll go around further. And Taida orchids, which they bring stuff from Taiwan. And they've got some nice stuff. They grow here too, actually, but their connections are in Taiwan. And yeah, they got some really beautiful phals. I got a couple for my wife because she really likes the phals and they grow easy. This is an interesting little hybrid here of or a selection of a Cymbidium with a variegated leaf. Those are kind of big collector items over in East Asia. Dendrobiums as well. And then over here, Orchid Classics, a commercial grower. That is definitely a greenhouse plant. Vandas. On the other side we have, doesn't say who these are, but they have these little Tolumnias or whatever they're called. They're like little Oncidium thingies. And they come in pretty colors. Not always easy things to keep happy if you don't have a greenhouse, but nice and very variable. White Plains orchids, that's not too far from where we live. They've got a nice Stenoricus there. I got one from them actually. Still growing after all these years. There's the normal Angraecum sesquipedale with its one spur. We also have here Woodstream orchids. Their specialty is sliver orchids. So paps and frags. Frags are these guys. Fragmentiliums, Pathomediliums down here, species. And I'm sure hybrids like these big ones, which we made, some of them come back with the big flowers. And of course these are the easier to grow ones. They like warmer temperatures. Silver orchids, commercial, with a few large greenhouse type plants. Giant dendrobium Kingianum zip. I can see it is a zippy little flower. And then we have over here, Connecticut Orchid Society's put in some nice stuff. Halves, nice Cattleya, Brassivola hybrid. Equinera just put in some commercial stuff, but actually they have a lot of species and they're here. with a lot of species. This is not typical of what they carry at all. They carry mostly species and some hybrids of South American orchids, but they do grow stuff from everywhere else too because they have a seed lab. And there's all kinds of growers here, Orchideas Dominicana. So they brought in some Dominican things. We've got American growers, we've got Asian growers. Let's see what's around the other corner. We open up to a bigger area here. And there's more displays. There's orchid seedlings and flasks. This is fair orchids. They must grow flasks. Orchid seed requires special treatment, as anyone knows orchids knows. This is an interesting, weird little hybrid. This is Wade's orchid. RNT, I don't know what that genus stands. It's a hybrid genus. It looks like it's got Vanda in it, and maybe what's that, Neofinity or something in it. It's pretty. There's the red Wenzilii again, the Dendrobium, and the white, yellow one is there. The Cattleyas, hybrids of various sorts. There's a little easy pleurothallid there, Parkinsonia, and next to it a Malvalia decumbens with a cool looking wicked triangular flower. There's another interesting Dendrobium tenellum, Dendrochilum tenellum, yeah, that's not Dendrobium. They look like almost ornamental grasses. This is J&L orchids, and they have a cute little Dendrobium here, Dicyoides, very pretty. A really pretty little Dendrochilum quadrilobum, that's very delicate looking. And Masdevallias, they did started the breeding of Masdevallias into hybrids that are supposed to be easier to grow. There's Stenoricus there with the red flowers. And pleurothalids here of all kinds, Lepanthus, Philopodinifolia. I wish I could grow them. I try, but they're not that easy if you don't have a greenhouse. They need the humidity. The snowball orchid, Pleurothallus nivalis. That one's not hard to grow. And then if we go back here, there's really big displays. This is a lot here. Cattleya hybrids, Dendrobium hybrids with Kingianum in them. This is a big, massive Cattleya or Cattleya. And we've got a lot of color here. This is the Southeast Pennsylvania Orchid Society, which probably had a lot to do with organizing this, although it is in Jersey. And we'll cross over here. Oh, there is one other hybrid thing here. It's kind of cool. This was like that big orchid I saw earlier, but a different clone. And we also have another display here. This is got a bunch of cats in it. Vandas, slipper orchids, and Papapaviliums. I'm sorry, Fragmentarium. Phalaenopsis. Some nice colors in here, nice patterns. Newer stuff's coming out these days anyway. And there's a weird African orchid. A weird twisted spike, that's a bulbophyllum. The flowers pop out as little bumps on the thing. And then we'll go slide over here. This is North Jersey Orchid Society. I'll try to put this on. A lot of interesting things here. There's a nice dwarf Cattleya Cybidum here. That's pretty color and not too huge. And this I thought was interesting. This hybrid Phalaenopsis here, it's got like spotting in the middle, which is really cool. They've got others here as well. And this interesting, looks like the clamshell orchid, but it's in purple, which is awesome. They usually come in green with stripes. And then I think I had another little video of this giant Laelia, Santa Barbiana, Sunset, whatever, and Dendrobium speciosum. This is Waldo orchids. A big, huge Kingianum of some sort. It's called Dendrobium Lois Duffin, Mount Airy, and then another white one there. And again, everybody else here is vendors. Lots of vendors, lots of people around. And I'll end it at this.